end of the month, 31st. I'm very excited for it, and it's going to be coming out and hitting screens. I have day one pre-order coming out, so I cannot wait for that, and I will be playing it live on the 31st as soon as it comes out. Very, very excited. So yeah, we will be getting in those games and really exploring that. So I wanted to do some prep, and this is a 3-week series. The first week we are going to be playing, this week we're going to be playing Origins. Next week we're going to be playing Dragon Age 2, and then finally we're going to be playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and then the next week it will be Veilguard. So we are going straight into that series. So look forward to that. If you're joining this on Catch Up, then welcome. I hope you enjoy. Please do stick around, drop a follow, all that good stuff. You know how it is to support your favourite streamers. And if it just ends up being me tonight, then yeah. But we'll do a little. I'm not going to be playing the whole games unless people really enjoy my coverage of it. But yeah, we're going to be delving in. So without further ado, do you like my shirt? Can't go up, but basically says I'm fine, everything is fine, and I think that's going to be us in Dragon Age. So we will cut straight on over. Hopefully everything can go. There we go. Lovely stuff. Elgato's going. That's my mic. Shouldn't be picking up anything else. Okay, that should be working fine. But welcome. So we are going to get started. I have played this game a lot already. I've completed it, really enjoy it. But we are going to be going for. I'm trying to work out whether I want to play a new character or if I'm just going to load up an old one. I think we're going to start fresh, just because I think that's the best way. Ooh, it's vibrant. Yeah, okay. That's what we will do then. We will play the start. I will give you my thoughts on the game, the overall game as we play, and it will basically be a great run through of my thoughts on the game. Alright, that was a long way of saying that you're just going to see a full version of it. Right, so new game. I do love Awakening. That's not that good. Witch Hunt's good. Wait, Awakening is my favourite piece of Dragon Age media. But yeah, we will play this. And I will be quiet whilst we see the game start.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Ravenwolves have been dope since day one. I can't lie. Look at those eyes. Just for the intro, the graphics. 2000. I was.
It may even be
7.
too late. For I have seen with my own
Like,
eyes
it's
what
immense.
lies
It's
on the
great.
horizon. Maker, help us all.
That's a really sick opening. And that's why I wanted to kind of turn the camera off and let you guys just kind of just enjoy it. And this will probably be going live on YouTube compared to the ESO, which won't. Where is my controller? There it is. Alright, so we are going to be playing a minute. Now, the best part of Dragon Age Origins, in my opinion, is these origins. Pardon me, that and its cast. I really like its cast. City Elf is fine. Danish Elf. City Elf was my first playthrough. It's decent, but Human Noble and Dwarf Noble are the best, I think. Screw it. We'll be a Human Noble, and we're going to be a warrior. Yes. No other choice, and we are going to be called. Which D&D based character can we name our character? Edvir. Edvir. He's a descendant of Edvir Barristan.
Greetings.
Right. Okay. Skin. I won't spend too long crafting my character. I usually spend, because even for again this like a 2009 game, this character creator is pretty good. Now he's a noble. He wouldn't have tattoos. Okay. Hair. The hair options are crap. I'll say that. Beard. Nice. Hair color. Decent. Eyebrows. Voldemort. Fine. Stubble. Yeah, why not? There we go. Eyes. Actually. Size. Height. Higher up. Color. Nice cyan color. That's cool. Brow depth is fine. Raise that a little bit. His eyebrows are now non-existent. Can we change that, please? No. Okay, nose. Terrible nose. You're seeing the most bare bones character creator. Nice. Nose size. And nose height. Nostril width. Hip depth. Get that pointy nose out of here, please. Edmia. You look so glamorous. Yeah, that's good. Lovely, nice.
I have lost concentration.
How do you do?
Well, that didn't work.
I cannot cast it.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I like SWAT, I like that. We'll do that, and then I want to change his complexion a little bit. I want him to look so young. A bit better. Alright. Do it. Normal. Edmure, created in record time, 13 minutes, and Ewan is in the
For
game.
generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself.
Darkspawn in the
I'll
south.
send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. But we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
So Darkspawn are those grim things that we
At
saw
least
here.
the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Pal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
And you all, Hal.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
I like that. Sure.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the
I don't
castle.
want to come fight. There you go. Why can't I go to battle with you?
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Ferguson
Fine,
Meaver.
fair enough. Oh. If you don't send me, I'll kill you.
Now don't make me choose between fighting you or the Tanner. Your mother is the one I'm frightened of.
Hey, man.
This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is
Fine, I
remaining
guess
here,
I'll stay
and you
behind.
must keep
How
peace
are
in the
you?
region.
How's your weekend been, darling?
You know what there's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan.
And that's the
It
great
is an
one
honor
for
to
the
be a
intro.
guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
I have,
Of
thank you.
course not.
Start work tomorrow.
But a
Full-
guest of
full-time
this stature
job. That's
demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens
scary.
are.
Of course I know who the Grey Ones are. They are heroes of Long. They're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us
Hello?
all. Duncan is looking for recruits before
Read all
joining
about
us
it
and
here.
his fellow Wardens in the
Can't
south.
tell I have all the
I
Dragon Age
believe
books.
he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be
Thank
so
you, Ben.
bold,
It's
I would
scary,
suggest
but
that your
it's,
son is
it's
also
good
an
fun. It's
excellent
marketing,
candidate.
so
Honor though that might be,
stuff like this.
this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I have no interest in becoming a Grey Warden.
Well, Duncan, he is not interested. So
Guess
unless you
what's gonna
intend to
happen,
invoke the
guys?
right of conscription,
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Yeah, sure thing. Don't strain my abilities or anything, jeez.
And don't strain my patience. In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
I'm not done talking to you.
We'll talk before I leave tomorrow. We must discuss the battle plans in the south.
Alright.
Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Fine. Hi, Hal.
Yes?
How long have you and Father been
We
friends?
fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out
Me
of
too.
Ferelden. Heady times. The years since
Read all
have
about
not
it here.
held the same promise. It's not something
This
a
is the
youth
one.
would understand.
Let's talk about this book.
It will be good to ride beside your father again.
You knew King Maric?
Your father hasn't spoken about time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Kalen isn't half that.
Ooh. You don't think much of King Kalen.
I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
Oh, the boy did ask, your lordship.
I was going
As
to say,
per
Greg,
the
when you
latitude
read about
you
Kalen, but I
allow.
don't think you can in the books.
I merely offered my opinion.
Your daughter is interested in me, huh?
The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations.
I'm immortal. I don't remember. I got the impression Delilah didn't like me.
I'm sure that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your
Hey.
own way.
Anything for your
If
house.
something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
I think I'd like that.
I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return.
I trust the lady.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
Don't be suspicious. You told me, like you. Oh, you told my father today was your fault.
In a manner of speaking, if I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess,
He's slick.
my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes
He's
it as
too
much
nice.
his fault.
Too nice. Well, I just want to wish you well.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
I'm being nice. Alright. Hi, Dad.
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to
I mean,
us?
yeah, it was a
I
pretty
will
stupid
tell you,
question, to be
however.
fair.
You're my cherished son.
Oh, I'm cherished.
I love you. And I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
Delilah. Where do you think Fergus is?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew.
Sending all our forces south a good idea.
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea.
I mean,
Don't
fair,
worry,
yeah.
pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
You guys are what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold
Read all
them,
about it here in this
we
book.
must prepare for the
This
worst.
is about the fourth blight. The blight before this one. I'm just a walking salesman at this point. And what can I do with a handful of
I
guards?
trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to ask your mother's advice. She's Ferelden born. Strong,
What?
just as you are.
Oh,
But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
Roger that. I'll go now.
I'll talk to you soon. Just let me...
We should talk to you.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
I was hoping to speak to you.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
I don't really doubt the Darkspawn in itself. The answer is
Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Kalen took us at our
yes.
word.
Read all about the
Marshaled
Korkari
Ferelden's
Wilds in
forces
this
quickly.
book.
The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly.
How many Darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the Darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface.
How much danger are Fergus and my father in?
Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight, and not simply some large Darkspawn raid?
Why is he
No
in charge of it?
archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your faith. I suppose we shall see for ourselves once we arrive at the King's camp.
Do you read Thomas Wasey's?
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father
That's
invited
millions.
me here,
Bloody hell.
suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king.
You know the king?
Not well. King Cailan is an eager young man who has shown great
Read
wisdom
more
in
about Duncan
responding
and
to
his
the
adventures
Darkspawn
with the
threat.
previous king in
I've
this
heard
book.
he's a bit
Cool.
enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the
I
Darkspawn.
have 1, 2,
Before they
3, 4,
threaten all
5,
of
6.
Ferelden.
6 Dragon Age books and 3 comics as well. Would you really recruit me into the Grey Wardens? I'm not going to ask that question because
Until
I don't
we
want to know
speak
the
again.
answer. Because the answer is probably yes, and I don't want to do it. Hello.
Good evening, my lord.
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not?
I am indeed Edmund.
That is good to know. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
So I'm told, yes.
Ah, then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
Well, you guys were nice and creepy. Thanks for that. Oh,
As you desire.
I hear you're the son, are you? Oh, well, I hear after we march,
Good evening, my
you'll
lord.
be in charge. Is that right? Well, that is good to know. Oh, I miss this game. Makes me. I do now want to play the whole thing. Front to back, back to front, forward.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening, my lord. Hello, housekeeping. Guest. Can't open it. Sick. So now we are thoroughly in the game. So, you know, considering how old the game is. Hello.
We will be up very late tonight giving the oral.
Like, I think it's a real.
We will serve you well.
Like, if I was playing this in 2009, this would be insane. Like, a lot of old games don't. You got other jobs like you don't. I know. I know I don't. I know. I wish I did. I was playing this last year. It's been a year, right there. Oh. We're back. But yeah, I really wish I could.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Who are you? Ah, and you too, said Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the
But
castle for
yeah,
you.
I really
I
wish
fear
could.
your hound
I
has the
love
kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
She was my nanny before she was the cook, now I won't leave.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly.
It's always my puppy.
You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky
Although
to
in
have
this
your own
game, some of the
Mabari
voice
warhound,
acting
you
is.
know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Where is my
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we
And
go,
have you
my
ever
lord,
played the Dragon Age
might I
games?
beg a
Well, I do.
question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here.
He is
Is that
very
true?
youthful. Look at his face, his complexion is great. His name is Duncan, and I met him, and you haven't.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
Yes. Yeah, he intends to.
Maker's breath. Are you certain?
Like,
Can you
I could
imagine?
make his
me,
breath.
a
You
Grey
said it.
Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
You're a strange man, Sir Gilmore. But whatever floats your boat. Alright, let's go get the dog. You should. But you also have a full-time job in Velda.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Maybe you should be put down.
What? That monster is in my larder, slobbering all over the bacon, and you're insulting me?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog.
No,
Calm
let her
down.
She said,
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
she's a bitch.
Why are you talking to me, young man? That wretched creature is likely eating my beautiful roast as we speak.
You will keep a civil tongue or I will cut it out.
You'll do no such thing. Though I apologise for speaking out of turn. I just need to feed all the soldiers here in the
Yeah,
Arl and
calm
Lady
down.
Landra and her entourage. I have
got it.
so much to do. Get the dog out and keep him away.
Okay, well you asked much nicer. Oi. Dog.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Look at his little tail wag. Oh, he's so happy. I'm excited. Oh, what is my boy you are? Yes, you are.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Name for dog. Reese. Loss.
Be careful.
Yes, combat. Now this is where the game sucks.
All right. Shall I?
Yeah, it doesn't suck.
So
It's
I
just
shall. As you desire. All right.
Hey,
So I shall.
get back.
Victory will be ours!
And so I shall. All right.
We
did it.
Estelle.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell.
And why are we going on?
Your hound
An
must have
adventure.
chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is.
Oh, I'm telling you.
But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Arl's men.
Okay, bye. Hello.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes. My faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to
I
begin
will have your
with.
tongue. Look at him covered in blood.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Alright. Can we talk to you about anything?
Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes?
I'm in a hut.
Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Oh, bat am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining.
I want to play with her. Have you considered whipping them?
Oh, there's no need for that. Don't think I don't see you there, Kath.
She's got eyes in the back of her head, she does.
Silly
Thank you
cat.
for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He
He's
is.
not. He's so sweet.
Don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today.
See?
But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
Why would I say anything but yes?
Clever whelp. That mouth of yours will get you into trouble one day.
Yeah, well.
Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you? The dog that bit?
Oh, Megan, not this again.
Yes, this again. You remember how it begins?
Yeah.
A warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong
this is a good
pup,
story, actually.
destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son.
And Haku grew prideful.
The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he?
He chose a more reliable.
When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand.
He should have waited until the chief was
He shouldn't have done it at all. The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels.
No one would take him
The
in.
other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale?
How you treat the least is remembered by the great.
True. Hahaku thought nothing of abusing the tribe and their dogs,
Good
but their complaints showed the chief he could not be trusted. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave, hmm?
Yeah. You aren't comparing my bar to Haku.
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother...
Alright, bye, Cook. Or Nan. Right. We get to go see... Well,
Good evening, my lord.
hello, housekeeping. Oh. Done anything good this weekend, Ben? Or have you been just chilling around? Yeah, we'll go up there. Hello.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours.
He's not
the situation
troublesome.
in the kitchen is handled.
Risk loss is great. Nan's head exploded and the hound apes the kitchen stuff.
Well, at least one of us will have had a decent dinner. Perhaps your hound left something I can feed my guests. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Spring salon? Why did you joke?
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what
nice.
little I remember.
That's good.
Which
What-
wouldn't be
you
much,
starting any therapy?
considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dyron. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
You're bleeding while she's
And this
all
is
right.
my lady-in-waiting, Iona.
Hi, Iona. You have
Do
scary eyes.
say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Here we go, ready? Perhaps we should speak somewhere alone, Benjamin.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Bye, Lady Landra.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
You know, why can't I go with you?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride on.
Let me go.
We must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
What if they fall without me?
It's in the Maker's hands now, and we must cope as best we can. If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
No, definitely not.
Keep it that way. You've enough to do here at the castle without chasing Darkspawn.
Do you know what Fergus
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
I have a bad feeling about this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what.
Drink your milk.
All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father had their duty, and we have ours.
Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
Authority? I don't think you should go.
Don't worry, my dear. It won't be long.
Well, then I should go.
I love you, my darling boy.
Aww.
You know that, don't you?
I love you too.
Go do what you must then.
Aww.
I will see you soon.
Bye, Ted, Eleanor. Little cutie. Tootie. Where's the study? I want to go see Iona. Who are you?
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Oh God. How long's your journeys looking? They could do with some discipline.
Perhaps you could help me with that. Might you join me in teaching this lesson?
Certainly, I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Not really.
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew.
Raise a drink to
At
the
that
teachers.
time, your family
for all
held
hard
only
work.
the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their
what a
tier.
boring story. We predict the founding of the kingdom, yes.
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your
Everyone
ears,
is so
young
rude
man.
to me. Why? I'm doing the best that I can.
It seems you've already plumbed the depths of your potential then. Pity. At any rate, your family has held a
that's nice.
turnier
At least
of
it's
fire
direct,
since
that's- you
before
just get a
King
seat and then
Callahan
chill.
united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Callahan to maintain Highever's independence.
Huh. We oppose the king?
The Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Callahan was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Callahan's army reached Highever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Callahan won.
Maybe that is keep the town.
Callahan wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After
What a nice
Elethea's
king.
men were defeated, Callahan asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where
These
they
kids better be
held
taking this all
council
in.
still
Yeah,
stands
they need it.
today as a memorial of that event.
And what about our
The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
When did you...
During your grandfather's rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever.
This book,
Port village
Stolen
of
Throne.
Harper's Ford was the
Read it.
Turnier's center.
It's
Its arrow
basically
was
this, but a book
Tarleton
form.
Howe. Though
Written
nearly
by the same guy who wrote the
it was
story.
still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
But my father and I are...
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain.
Well, that bodes well,
Just
doesn't
as
it?
now we united behind Merrick's son, King Kaelin, to fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for...
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans.
hooligans.
Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
Aw. He was an asshole, but kids listen to him. He's still going.
I have to read this whole chapter? Some of these words are so big.
Good evening. Alright, I am meant to be like speedrunning this to kind of
Good evening,
get
my
into the game as well. But yeah, okay. Let's just. There's a lot of extra things you can explore if you ever play it. I do recommend playing Origins. It's good fun. Alright, bye, Mum. Who we got here? Insufficient skill.
Good evening.
I mean, the game's pretty linear in its way. You can go where you can't go, all that sort of stuff.
Cannot be.
Here he is.
there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Do you know there's a great woman?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins
Read about
only
warmers
exist
and their
in
griffins
stories
in
now.
Dragon Age.
I'd heard
Last
that.
Flight.
Did he say why he's come?
Leanne Mershall. He's going to test.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you.
Yes,
Not
yes,
that Father would ever allow it.
Do you really think we'll be able...
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
He'll be back
that be
before
true?
we know it.
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
It would have been cool. You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of
See,
you
that's
up here,
interesting, isn't it?
warm
The
and
North
safe.
is, like, super,
I am
like,
positively
technically nice,
thrilled that you will be so
the South
miserable,
as
husband.
I am positively thrilled that you'll be a miserable husband. Bring a message. Father wants you to leave now.
Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead. So little time.
Hi, son.
Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Aww,
Be
little
well, my
family
son.
moment.
I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
A good shield would be more useful.
Make us sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother.
Well, she's leaving, so no. You can count on me.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night.
Sending me to bed.
You've much to do tomorrow.
Can I chat to anyone here before I leave?
If you should need any assistance...
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
I certainly hope not.
Well, you know father when he makes up his mind. At any rate.
Alright, bye.
You should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
Fine.
I know that you'll do me.
Alright. Explanation of world and politics. I would read the codex, but fine, let's go to bed. Oh. Not even a choice. Stares at the door and owls. What's wrong, boy? What you got?
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
Well, at least they let me get dressed.
Couldn't we all just get
Hold on.
along?
Bloody owls.
As you desire. What's this? All right, hey now! Delight, you'll believe this.
Bye-bye. Hello, mate.
Tell us that. Open up and come back! Father! Delight, so I shall. All right.
Yeah, so this is the problem with the game. Combat, not all that fun. Combat,
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst.
Ah, my mum.
Are you hurt?
Built. I was going to ask you that.
They never got through the door, thanks to you. A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door.
We should get her
Did you
up.
see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed, father.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard.
Oh, I could have
cut
told
his
you
lying
that.
throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
Maybe say it with how.
We must find him.
We should check on Orion.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly.
Ooh, level up. Strength for the dog. And me. We're going to level up 2 in strength and then 1 in constitution, and then we're going to pick up shield bomb. Alright, nice. Oh.
No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
That's crazy. Why would they do this?
How he's not even taking hostages? He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go, I don't want to see this.
He was such a cute kid as well. Alright, let's go find Oh How.
They're all so eager to die, aren't they? Well, so I
It's screaming.
As you desire. And so I shall.
I mean, the combat's easy in this game, it's just... Sir Gilmore. Sir...
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
Where do you think I get all your trauma from, Ben? Well, when you in danger.
My only grandchild is a ravaged corpse.
Oh,
What do I care about danger?
Perfect.
The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Is there nothing else we can follow?
Listen, darling. If we can't find your father, you must get out of here alive. Without you and Fergus, the entire Kusen line dies here. If Hal's men are inside, They must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the
Just-
larder to escape.
No,
Do you
everyone's
hear?
had their fair bit of trauma. We don't know those.
Then let's find out for ourselves. But if Hal's trap has snapped shut, escaping may not be easy.
Nothing ever is, but we have a dog.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Don't be a coward, stand and
Yes,
fight.
my lord! Here they come!
Yeah.
Get
Yeah, so as long as Service still alive. All right. Great job, Seven. Proud of you.
Man the gate! Keep those bastards out as long as you can! Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
They did get through.
They killed Oriana and Oren. I can't believe. Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, your ladyship. Thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long.
Right.
If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Come with us.
If I do that, you won't make it out before the gates fall.
Why?
Please, go while you have the chance.
Our name is Guards.
When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
There you go. SLB and RB.
Beware.
Of course. I need to have a word with him.
Yes. He's still here. go, guys. Up here.
All the noise and bother.
Ooh.
Good day to you, right? You want I'll rip you a new one.
The likes of you.
Every servant will have secret powers. Wait, is Dan dead? Yeah, that's her now. That's her. Ah, Dad. Right, I'm gonna go quiet while we
There,
see this through.
you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is he doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Then we'll stay and defend you.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Burgess. Tell him what has happened.
Hal must have something planned for him too, though.
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My younger son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised.
Can you do something about Hal?
Not here. There are too many men, and they seem as willing to kill me as they are all of you. Flight is the only option.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
What about Sir Gilmore?
Truthfully, you were always my first choice.
Damn it!
I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
My duty is to take vengeance on Earl Hal.
We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I'm sorry, but a Grey Warden's duties take precedence even over vengeance.
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Make him wrong, pup. See that justice is done. Our family always does our duty first. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go. For your own sake and for Ferelden's.
No, I won't do it.
Then I have no choice. I hereby invoke the right of conscription and recruit you into the Grey Wardens despite your objection.
I'm sorry, pup, but it's better this way.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
I won't let you sacrifice
My
yourself.
place is with your father, at his side to death and beyond.
I'm just so sorry it's come to this, my love.
That is a lot of blood, Father.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
Not even a hug? No!
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times.
I always like to play in
but here
Grey
is
Warden
where
who
the
doesn't
bulk of the
want
Horde will
the
show
power,
itself.
'cause I think
There
that's
are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Are you not aware my father is dead, Your Majesty?
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you. What kind of justice?
He will hang. I know that will not bring your family back, but Howe will not profit from this. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
What would you know about my...
Your Majesty, I apologize.
Don't worry, Duncan. You must both be eager to reach your tents. Have you any news before I go?
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do.
Read about that in Dragon Age The
before
Last
Loghain
Fight.
sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
He's got really cool armor though. You can get that armor.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yes, you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us.
That's Dragon Age.
I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Hot meal might be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
I need to find Fergus.
You heard what the king said. He is scouting in the wilds and beyond contact. Be patient. He will return.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Well, why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Alright, so we are going. Right. Let's go to just chat. Oh no. He just ended it. So I am going to end the stream here. Only a brief one today, just because I'm really tired and started later than I would have liked. Because I went to watch The Wild Robot and Similar, great film. If you like animated films, definitely check it out. So my general thoughts on Origins: it's a great game. It's very Mass Effect 1-y. Like, it's got a lot of lore. You're joining a whole new world. Great cast of characters and companions. Really great music. Dynamic story. Choices matter. A lot of really great stuff. The combat isn't fun. I really have never got into that. There's a tactic system. There's a lot you can go into, but it's just a bit overwhelming, at least for me. And I didn't find it that fun. And the graphics are 2009, you know what I mean? They still hold up, and I think for a 2009 game, things look great. Darkspawn looks scary, and characters look good, but at the same point, it's still pretty. But yes, I may come back to Dragon Age Origins because I would really like to kind of get into the game and through Ostagar, so I may do another stream this week, but I can't promise that. It's just going to depend on how I'm feeling, how things are looking, stuff like that. But we will be back on Wednesday for absolute certain, and that will be to do some more ESO. So look forward to that. If you want to catch it, make sure you drop a follow. Any support is always appreciated. Thank you so much, Ben, for swinging by. I always appreciate your popping in and joining me for these adventures, because often it is just me and you sometimes, so it's nice to kind of have someone to bounce off of. But yeah, it's great to be back.